Pisces, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great out there. It's MC333, psychic musician, author, tarot reader. Here we go, getting back into it. So if you're a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Progress, this is your tarot card reading. But I need to just my mat a little bit. Yeah, so this is your reading, guys. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Pisces, hope you're having a great week, midweek. Get your readings on Jupiter today. You're also paired up with the Zodiac sign and energetic energy of Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, I thought it'd be good to pair you guys up on a Jupiter day, both ruled by Jupiter. Obviously, you got the Neptune in there, Pisces, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Extra energy to you, but you guys are partnered up. So if you have Sagittarius, go check that out. As of now, Pisces, let's get into the energy. Funny, that card popped up for Sag, and it might be significant for Pisces as well. And it's a big emphasis on power, big emphasis on status, foundation, longevity. Double 4, 44 can be significant, or 4. It's just a big sense of practicality, a lot of earth energy. I'm hearing get grounded as well. That may be a very important thing. Be calming your mind in some ways can allow you to think a little bit more clear, a little bit more practical. I'm hearing connect to the earth. I'm hearing get out in the sun as well. And that'll allow your thoughts to slow down to where you can really depict your direction, right? And really make sense out of where you're at in life here. You have Aquarius energy at the bottom of the deck. You could have Aquarius in your chart. You can know Aquarius. You can know an Aquarius, or connected to an Aquarius in some way, shape, or form. But you see this status, right? And Capricorn energy here, power. It may have something to do with authenticity. So you're focusing on stability and a lot of emphasis on status and stability around authenticity and how you shine your light. I think you're reaching for the stars in some way, shape, or form. The star can also be something that's far out in reach that you have to create stability around in order to get there. It's like the objective is to reach for the stars, but sometimes the star is too far out, we can't grab it. So this, I feel like, is creating the practical resources and effort and curating the status around who you are as an individual so that you can reach that star and shine your light of authenticity. It's a far star, but I think you have the systems and the power to do so, to reach that star. And even enough to be that star once you create this foundation. And as you create this foundation around it, you probably could have already done it. First card is usually positioned in the past. So it's likely something that you've already done based upon your authentic self and who you are as an individual, how you shine your light. So that's a little underlying story for you guys, Pisces. Let's get into it. As a Pisces first house, I resonate. I'm actually that lining up crazy. Because I'm an Aquarius rising, but I have a Jupiter in the first house, and Pisces takes up the whole zodiac sign of Pisces is in my first house, and only like a quarter of Aquarius on my ascendant. So a lot of times if I'm looking into astrology, I do my own astrology research and stuff like that in my own chart. I read a lot. I read actually both energies in terms of rising signs, but I resonate a lot more with Pisces. But I do things the Aquarian way because it starts there. You get what I'm saying? So I do things authentically. I do Pisces things in an Aquarius way, authentically, etc. Unique, right? Bring a lot of changes towards my Piscean like things, dreams, fantasies, etc. Just to give you some insights there. And that is Placidus chart, right? Placidus system. Obviously, if you use a whole sign house system, it would be Aquarius in the first house, Pisces in the second house, etc. Aries in the third. I actually resonate less with that. I'm being completely honest with you. I do know a lot of people who stand by the whole sign system, which I can relate to, but I do resonate with a lot more in terms of day-to-day transits, etc. with the Pisces energy. Six of Swords, you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot about your your mental state, your thought forms, and how to maintain your peace mentally. It's like you've learned how to understand your own thought forms, what thoughts are yours, what are not, and having balance and truce and peace within the mind here, Pisces. Logical energy, very logical energy, which is good. We have some of that air coming through. Five of Wands, that uncomfortable action, stepping into that power, moving forward towards opportunity. Yeah, so, if you guys notice that as well in your charts, right? Because I guess Jupiter is a big energy too. Like, it could be because of the Jupiter, because I have Jupiter in Pisces. The planet, there's a lot of energy there, so I guess it just fills my first house, right, in the way it's positioned. But yes, I do always listen for both energies, just because it's important to me to listen to both and get an understanding. Because I can see how everything's a transition. It's not one thing set in stone. So I utilize both systems, whole sign and Placidus, because I understand it. And it's all a transition. And because I have more of the Pisces degree, the full 30 degrees plus of Pisces in my first house, plus maybe like 12 degrees of Aquarius starting off, because Aquarius goes from my 12th house into my first house with Neptune and Uranus, right? And moving forward into the first house. So it starts in my Aquarius rising starts in the 12th, like halfway through the 12th, and then into the first, and then stops, and then ends right there, the 30 degrees, and then the rest is filled with Pisces, and that fills the entire thing. And then second house transits. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I guess maybe we're on this is first house energy, but maybe there's some of you guys out there maybe are understanding that, or maybe we're curious about your own charts, etc. But when you see that in the Placidus system, that's how it is. And then I have an Aries. Aries comes in at the second house, which I 100% resonate with. I could in my whole sign would be Aries third house, but according to where Chiron and all the other transits, etc. I feel it resonates with Aries in my second house a lot more. We have a lot of underlying stories for Pisces. Maybe that's why I'm communicating this, because there's a lot of things that you might need to hear right now. Princess of Swords. There's an idea that you manifested. It's like you manifested an idea, or like you manifested this communication. It's like you gave birth to something. It's like you gave birth. And you manifested an idea. Like there was an idea you had that manifested itself into the real world, and you're kind of seeing it now. Yeah, the Six of Swords, victory at the bottom of the deck. Whatever this is, Pisces, that's probably why I'm going on about it. It's good energy. It's good energy, right? So let's see what's up. Make sure you guys looking into your charts and you're checking the degrees, and you understand that it's a transition period, right? If one of your houses starts at 15 degrees, and your next house, like say your first house starts at 15 degrees, and your second house starts at 10 degrees, etc., that first house starts at 15 degrees. The first 15 degrees is in your 12th house. So when you get first house transits, and for example, let's say your rising sign is let's say like Capricorn rising or something, right? And your rising sign is 15 degrees Capricorn rising, right? That whole 30 degrees is going to go from the first 15 is coming from your 12th house. So that's a 12th house transit too. So it's not just, Capricorn season and then boom, your first house and it's 15 degrees. No, it's as it's transiting the first 15 degrees from 0 to 15, that's in your 12th house. So that's a 12th house transit. And then when it gets to 15, then it enters your first house of your identity and yourself, right? And then your second house would start at Aqua, right? Aquarius, 1 to 15, boom, and then 15 to 30, and then it would start in the second house. It would start at whatever that degree ended, whatever the first degree ended at, right? So always be mindful of that. And that's why every degree is not going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, like the whole sign house system. Yeah, that's the oldest house system, but everything is a transition. I wish I had a chart. I would show you guys like a natal chart. I might even cut some of this intro out because it might be long for you guys. Let's see. Or I'll put a timestamp so you guys can just skip to it. Hangman, something your perspective's changing, something shifting within your perspective and how you see things, or something could seem like it's at a stale point in your life. Like, is there something that do you feel stagnant in some way, shape, or form? But it might be time to look at things from a different perspective, different point of view. You may need to look at something from more. I'm not sure what it is, right? We're gonna have to look at this, but this is like a little bit of an underlying story. There is a new perspective that needs to be incorporated. I think Gemini has the Hangman as well, so you can be connected with a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. Gemini could be a prominent energy. You have the Ace of Cups, though. You have the idea of moving forward, fire and earth, taking action towards your manifestations, taking action on your vision. You have the Ace of Cups, so you fill your own cup, and you see this is like the wish fulfilled. This is you knowing the feeling of how to manifest and attract based upon your vibrational match, right? Your vibrational energy, your vibe. So, and your energy is your thoughts and feelings coming together to create that. But this is your vibe, right? The feeling of the wish fulfilled, etc. Understanding that this feeling, you need to maintain it and redoing that. See, the ace doesn't have to be something new, but it can be continually doing something that's been working. Ooh, Hermit, Virgo. See, that's because you've been going within. You've been listening to yourself. You've been going within and understanding and following your own light to say, listen, let me listen to my own internal conflict. Let me understand how I feel here. That's solitude. That solitude is very important because it gives you the wisdom to understand what to put out and how to feel towards certain things within your environment, how to communicate, etc., and what you want to put out into the world, the seeds you want to plant. Everything you say is manifesting. Everything we do and say is manifesting, right? Everything we say on our mind, that's the spell. That's why we call it spelling. Everything we write down, it's a spell. Everything we say, it's a spell. It's what we're casting, right? The ritual is what we do with our body. People do witchcraft every day, but they don't understand that, right? Because we made it woo-woo. You see, but the thing is, there's certain things in our lives that we can do ritualistically, that we do every day. That's repeated, and you know why you're doing it. There's intent behind why you're doing something. That is a ritual. Regardless, whatever you want to say about woo-woo, that's because it's programmed and indoctrinated in your mind to think that way. You gotta unlearn that, and you gotta see what they've been planting in your mind and actually understand the root of these energies. There's things you say every day you say something, you cast in a spell. Especially when you mean something. When you say something, well, I mean that. When you really feel it. That's what you think you're doing. That's your intent. You think things happen coincidentally? No, things happen and karma happens because we put things out there into the world. It's how we manifest. It's why intent is a very big thing. And you have to be aware in order to be intentional. Therefore, you have to have that mindfulness, and sometimes we can have too much mind, right? And like you're not worried about every little thing. It's just having the intention that what I do and what I say is going to be positive and beneficial in my life, whatever that may be to you, right? Make sure my mic is still good. Yeah, we good. So I'm gonna pull the mystery confirmation card from early. That way we don't forget and get lost in the spread here for too long. So the Knight of Discs, you have the Ace of Cups, Knight of Discs, the Hermit. Knight of Discs is in the past, so you already made the decision to move forward practically. It makes sense. You're taking action on your foundation. This is vision and action. Vision, action. You're not worried about how you feel. You're doing it. You're creating the stability, the longevity. Judgment is significant. We got a volunteer. Judgment. It's time to consider your next move and where you wish to be. And this is how I know it's a Pisces reading, because like I said, I have a Pisces first house, whole 30 degrees with Jupiter there, right? I pulled this card. I pulled this card. This was at the bottom of the deck for what I pulled for myself today. So I can resonate with some of that energy. I'm going to put that to the side. That's the volunteer. I'm going to pick a mystery card, confirmation card that we can guess as an intuition. It'll probably be connected to that energy as well. But it is time to get organized. This is probably why you should be going within right now and understanding how you feel and maintaining your vibration, right? We're going to put that mystery card right to the side, right beside it. Understanding your emotional state, what you're and understand that that's how you attract and that's how you manifest. So maintain that vibration of abundance, aka that emotion and that feeling, and hold that feeling of abundance. And that's very powerful. My sweater is getting stuck, my cardigan, on my new chair here. We got the new chair. Yeah, shout out to my supporters. We got the new chair and the new station. The studio's been upgrading here. We have the tarot studio. We have the recording studio for the music. And I appreciate everyone booking readings and helping me grow the channel here. My Rumble fam and my YouTube fam, Facebook fam. Thank you too. I don't forget about none of y'all guys as well, because I have some good people on Facebook. Shout out to all y'all. Anyways, action, practicality. There's some sort of form of status or something that you already have in place that you're working on. You're understanding this feeling of abundance and you're really feeling it. You're going within when necessary within your environment to understand how you communicate. And that's what's giving you the guidance and the wisdom to shine your own light and be your own light, be your own beacon. You're following your purpose, and there's a lot of meaning and reasoning to what you're doing here within your environment. There's a lot of meaning and reasoning to what you say and what you put out and use and utilize when it comes to your voice, etc. Queen of Cups, position 4, obstacle to overcome, be open to receive. This may seem challenging to you, but you're going within. So I don't think it's going to be challenging because you're taking the right steps to be open to receive. Is earth, water, air, right? Earth, water, earth, water. This is practicality, understanding the material, and holding that vibration to attract what you want to attract in the physical world. You have clarity at the ace. I think a lot of people look at you like you have a lot of clarity as well. That's in others' perspectives. It may be challenging to receive right now, or you may seem like you're not. That's what it is. Goosebumps. And I'm hitting this too because that was necessary. It may seem like you're not receiving right now the abundance. That's why it's an obstacle to overcome. But the message from Spirit is here is you have the clarity. You know what you're doing. Focus on the actions that you're taking, because you're going to manifest this. This is going to manifest. The princess of this. The princess is manifestation of an idea, right? The princess is the manifestation of what you give birth to. And that's some form of practicality, that's some form of money, that's some form of longevity, based upon likely something that has to do with creativity, travel, local or non-local, or a vision that you have for yourself. Something that you're passionate about, that you are initiating for yourself. Make sure you're paying attention to what you're initiating and to take those opportunities of initiative, because there's passion behind it and there's skill behind it. With that Two of Wands, there could be, you know how to take action with that thing that you're passionate about, whatever that may be. You know that you need to initiate certain things in order to get certain things done and in order to manifest certain things. So pay attention to how you are initiating and what you need to initiate to get to the goal you need to get to. And I think you're understanding this. You're going to understand this by going within the Virgo energy. You could have a Virgo in your life as well. That's like a guiding factor, like a mentor or something. Doesn't have to be, but I like that could be in your environment in some way, shape, or form that you're like communicating with or something like that. A lot of guidance from like a higher figure, like a sage figure, someone who's been doing something for a long time, a mentor, a teacher. I'm hearing something along those lines. Always remember to take a little time out of communicating, out of your environment, and appreciate the peace and quiet. So go within, go alone. That's what's gonna allow you to understand that you are receiving. I think spirit sees. It's just it may not feel right now. It may not look like or make sense. Like, see, the cups is opposite of logic. So you feel you may not feel like you're receiving right now because something is like, hmm, because emotion and logic is kind of conflicting, right? It's in the position of logic, earth, practicality. You're probably looking at it like, why am I not receiving? This doesn't make sense. I've been going within and I'm very clear. Consider your next move with the judgment card and consider where you want to be in your life. This is probably why you're going within, because you're probably already doing this. And if not, that's what you should be doing to understand the direction you want to go. It may seem like an obstacle. It may seem like you're not receiving, but you are. That's the obstacle to overcome. Spirit, it's like a test. Spirit's like testing you. Can you get goosebumps? Double time. Spirit's testing you. That's what it is. And Spirit's asking you, can you get through this alone? Can you get through this alone? With the Hermit. Go within. Can you trust Spirit? Can you trust your direction? You have the clarity. Develop the clarity towards the outside world. This position 5 is other perspectives. Clarity on how you feel, and allow yourself to trust in the guiding factor of where you're going. Because you know your direction, aka judgment. You know where you want to be led to. You know where you want to go. So allow Spirit to be your guiding factor to this direction. Take the actions you need and go within when you need, and have trust. Don't rush or don't force, but take the actions as necessary and you'll see it play its course. Right? Naturally rhymes is natural artist stuff, guys. Because it's time to consider your next move. And it's time to consider where you want to go in life, where you want to be, where you wish to be. The wish fulfilled. And you already feel the wish fulfilled. So now you got to be a little bit more practical about where you want to go. Maybe this is putting some of this emotion on paper, grounding that feeling, creating like a seal around the wish fulfilled. You could try journaling or jotting some things down, but this is a very intense incentive reading. So there's a lot of gems here. You have clarity towards others' perspectives and how others feel towards you. So don't mistake that. That's why this may feel like a challenge, because there's certain people, the Queen, Cups, there's certain relationships that you're not receiving anything from. You're giving yourself the wish fulfilled. You're not receiving from the outside world or other people, and you have clarity about that right now. So that could also lead to separation, but that's okay because you're seeing it very clear and you understand it for yourself and you're trusting Spirit, and that's okay. Trust Spirit and trust the actual people who show up for you that you do receive from. Maintain the wish fulfilled and understand that it's okay. You're not looking for external validation because you understand it for yourself already and you're already fulfilled on your own. You have clarity and you understand that some of these people won't show up for you, and that's okay. That's the obstacle. That's the understanding. And that's what you need to wrap your mind around right now. That's why it may not make sense. That's why it may not seem logical. You get what I'm saying? Two of Wands, like I said, pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to your motives, your actions, your creativity. You have the Princess of Discs. Because something that you gave birth to is manifesting right now and will continue to manifest. So continue taking action on it, because it's manifesting because you're taking action and you have clarity within yourself and you're going within. This is an internal reading here, but there's a lot of external manifestation coming from it. Remember, your world is shaped based upon your internal state of being, how you perceive reality. That's how you create your external world to manifest who you are, the wish fulfilled in your personal identity to shape that. So that's what's going on right now. Let's pull this mystery confirmation card and let's see. And this is why your perspective is changing a lot, because you're understanding you may not receive from everyone. You may not receive from all your relationships, and that's okay. You have a different level of wisdom and clarity that your relationships may not have. So it may not make sense to them to support your vision, your actions, your manifestations. But this is judgment. You know your next move, and you have the whole world waiting for you. I wouldn't be surprised in saying that if this is like the world card right here, the mystery card. Comment down below what you think the mystery card confirmation card is. The double one. We have 2 mystery cards for this reading. First one came up, we had a volunteer. Let's see what this is. I see earth, I see fire, I see air, I see water. All the elements. Very balanced reading. Happy full moon, Pisces. My water signs. I know y'all feeling it. Let's check it out. Hopefully it's not upside down, but it's okay. I got one screen. I only got one screen for tarot though. I got multiple screens for music and stuff, but I only use one screen for tarot. I don't like too much tech in my reading space. This is six of wands though. This is nice. See, so this is just action. This is vision. This is why I know you're manifesting, because you're taking the actions on your vision. You're doing exactly what needs to be done, and you're paying attention to the actions that you're taking and your creativity, your creative spark. I think you're really trying to manifest something that's creative, or really trying to manifest something that you've been taking a lot of action on. And I think you're clear with the direction you want to go with this thing that you've been working on. So whatever that is, Pisces, keep going, because there's a lot